there! Day 57 of the Ewan McGregor-a-thon, and today I will be watching Beauty and the Beast, the live-action version. This is one of those films that I have seen before, multiple times even, and in theatres. I must admit that I am a pretty big Disney fan. However, they have got to stop with these horrible live-action reboots. I hate them. They started out pretty well. I liked Cinderella, I liked Jungle Book. Then Beauty and the Beast came out, and I was pretty excited for it. And it wasn't great. And then they just continued. Until eventually The Lion King was just, no. Just no. But this was one of the first live-action films that I thought, like, well, that wasn't great. I feel like now I can really see what's wrong with these live-action films. And if you want to know what's wrong, there's like a million videos on YouTube about this. So I'm not going to repeat that. Just watch one of those videos. My opinion is basically exactly the same. However, this film was apparently good enough, according to my family, to purchase it on Blu-ray, but apparently wasn't good enough to rewatch it on Blu-ray because it's still in the plastic. But yeah, there is still some positives about this film. It's not as bad as Lion King. Like, it has Emma Watson in it, and yeah, I like Emma Watson. I think she's a pretty good actor. And she's pretty, which also helps. Also, Ewan McGregor is in this film, and yeah, it's Ewan McGregor. I mean, what's not to love? He plays a French candlestick, I mean. So I am going to try to watch this film with as much objectivity as I possibly can, but I don't think the result is going to be that good. But anyway, I will let you know after I've seen the film. Beauty and the Beast. This is an amazing fairy tale with a wonderful story that teaches you about not judging a book by its cover, about changing, about being wrong, with some great music in it and some great voice acting as well. That's what I would have said if I were reviewing the original Disney film Beauty and the Beast. But I'm not. I am reviewing the live-action film, which is vastly inferior in every single way. As I said, I don't like the live-action reboots. It's not that I don't enjoy watching them, because it's Beauty and the Beast. Of course I'm going to enjoy watching it. The story is just great, but the problem is that this story does not belong to this film. The story I enjoy watching is the animated version, and this is just, well, it's not really theft because Disney's stealing from themselves, but it's just so unoriginal, and yeah, I just don't like it. But it's more of a conceptual dislike that I have towards this movie. But I wasn't kidding when I said that this film is vastly inferior in every single way. There is some things added to the story, like what happened to Belle's mother, which just didn't really need to be there. That was kind of pointless. But it's nice that they at least tried something original, so I will applaud them for that. For me, however, it was unnecessary. The objects, the animation of them is, well, it's good. It's realistic CGI, but it's just the design is so ugly compared to the animated film, which maybe was the point, especially for the Beast, but at least you liked watching the animated version, and this one was just ugly. Then the music. I am not a music fan. I don't know anything about it. I don't really listen to music, and to be honest, if I hadn't watched countless videos of people telling me that Emma Watson sounds incredibly auto-tuned, then I probably wouldn't have noticed. But I did watch those videos, and now I did notice her auto-tuned voice, and it kind of bugged me. I don't know why. It's one of those weird things. Like, if I hadn't seen those videos, I probably would have never have noticed, and that would never have bothered me. But now it does bother me. I'm not sure why. I just don't know why they felt the need to auto-tune her voice, because I feel like if you wouldn't auto-tune it, it would probably still sound better. But I don't know. So now that I've had my fair deal of complaining, let's talk about the additions that I really liked. I liked the battle scene at the end between the furniture and the village people. That was very enjoyable. I liked Ewan McGregor as Lumiere. He is by far the best part of this film. I liked the casting of Emma Watson as Belle. That was a pretty good cast. As I said, unfortunate that they had to auto-tune her voice, but yeah, it is what it is. I didn't really enjoy the additional music. It's fine, it can be there, it doesn't bother me, but the film could have done without it. And I liked Josh Gad as LeFou. He was another great addition, and yeah, he was funny, he was witty. I really enjoyed his performance. I also really I liked all of the music, of course, because it's just the music from Beauty and the Beast. But the two songs I enjoyed the most were Bonjour and Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest just because Ewan McGregor sells it perfectly. And Bonjour, I don't know, it's so musical-y. It's like, it's really in a musical. Of course the film is a musical, but that feels like the most musical song in there. Yeah, I enjoyed that, despite Emma Watson apparently not knowing how to sing. This isn't a jab at Emma Watson, by the way. This is a jab at her auto-tuned voice. I'm sure she would have done a great job if it weren't for auto-tune. So yeah, you could say I enjoyed this film. I wasn't bored or anything, but I won't say I enjoyed this film, because I despise the fact that it exists. I hate that Disney feels the need to make their own films again, purely for nostalgic reasons, because that excuse that it's for a younger generation to introduce them to the classics, that doesn't work for me. If you want to introduce a younger generation to your classics, then just bring out your classics again, put them in the theaters again or something. This is purely for nostalgic reasons. This film is made only for people who enjoyed the original animated film by Disney and wanted to see it again, but with real people for some reason. Alright, enough complaining. All in all, I'm going to give this film a 5, just out of principle, because I don't like that this film exists. It's good, it's entertaining, hence why it doesn't get a lower score, but no, it shouldn't exist, so a 5 out of 10. The movie tried its very best to be something enjoyable, perhaps a little bit original, but there is no way ever that I am going to think, oh yeah, I want to watch Beauty and the Beast and grab for this instead of this. Tomorrow I am going to watch Zoe, so do join me for that, and I will see you tomorrow.